Go right ahead, guys.
Hey, Joey, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but Topps has already made a commemorative card for your 1000th RBI with you dabbing last night, which is pretty cool. What inspired the dab in that moment in the curtain call?
Um, just having fun. We were winning. I wouldn't have done it if we were losing. Yeah, I've always wanted to dab.
You have, though, you've made a point to engage with fans. Obviously, the kids love that kind of stuff when you celebrate like that. But to have that moment, it feels like you've had a lot of those moments this year at Great American Ballpark. What was that one like for you last night?
Um, it was cool. Again, it's so much better when we're winning. And at the time, it put us up a couple runs, and that's what the guys are about. On the team, we all want to celebrate when we're up. Um, and that's how that moment felt. I after the game, I didn't speak to the media because we lost. It's weird talking about stuff. Not intentionally. I'm available if you had guys, if everyone had asked, but um, I just, after losing an ugly game like that, it's weird talking about personal accomplishments. So
hitting these milestones. You had the 300th homer this year, 2,000 hits. Does it, now that you have more of them, does it carry any extra significance when a few happen in the same season?
um, no, not really. The RBI thing didn't really do much for me. Not being dismissive. I've just I have mostly focused on being a tough at bat, and RBIs come mostly as a product of having hitters on base in front of you. I mean, this year's a perfect example. I've been so fortunate. I've come up to the plate with runners on base. It feels like twice or three times a game, and I'm not even sure if I've done that well in terms of driving runners in this year. I don't know the numbers, but I've had a career of that, and um, I have to credit the people that were on base in front of me for sure.
You're hitting 315 over the last 2 weeks. Is this as good as you felt this season?
No, I felt good all year. Again, I've had a couple interruptions that I felt like interrupted the momentum of my work. COVID and the thumb thing. And I mentioned this last year. I've mentioned the offseason. I mentioned it before coming back. I'm confident I'm going to play well. Um, and so, I mean, the adjustment I think is real. And as far as hitting well over the last little bit, it's a byproduct of all the work a byproduct of the adjustments and the work, and I'm going to just keep moving forward. Got a tough at bat against tough starter over on the other side. I'm looking forward to facing him. So yeah.
Joey, do you remember your first RBI, and is there any RBI that is really special to you?
First one was the home run off of John Maine in my rookie year in 7, or my initial call up, and that was cool. I was in a kind of a grumpy frame of mind because I felt like I should have been in the league years before that. I remember as an 18-year-old in the Gulf Coast League, hitting well and like starting to figure out how to hit professionally. And one of the coaches, Bobby Williams, said, "What are your goals?" And I said, "To be in the major leagues next year." And he was like, "No, seriously, what are your goals?" And in my head, I was like, "Oh no, dude, I'll figure this out really quickly." Obviously, that didn't happen, but not terribly long after that, I felt like I was ready offensively. And, you know, at first base, defensively, I was fine. I had a reputation for not being very good, but my early career numbers showed otherwise. I was a good defender. So I was grumpy when I first came up. So I wasn't in a very good mood when I uh, got to my first RBI. It was like it's about darn time. So, and now I'm very happy to be here.
I'm anticipating, but not. I don't know for sure. But if you guys get one or two starters tonight in the All Star game, what would that mean to see one or two of your teammates start in the All Star game? Obviously, it's been this way before, and you've done it before.
Well, we definitely have two All-Stars on our team. I mean, again, as someone that's been that's not made All-Star teams and had to go in by the final vote or another out, it can be a little bit tricky. But clearly, we've got two players on our team that are very worthy All-Stars, and I'm looking forward to both of them making the team. Starting is it's odd because you're proud of starting, but with your first one, you just want to be there, and I'm very much looking forward to the both of them making it, and then go from there. You know, it's so earned. I mean, Nick has been fantastic, Jesse's been excellent, and I see them improving not just offensively, but they're getting better defensively. Both had reputations of being not strong defenders, and now they're getting better. They've improved base running wise. I mean, Nick plays he plays a style that's energizing and challenges his teammates, and we're very lucky to have him on the team. So that's always kind of come with Nick's style, but he's also improved significantly on the defensive end of things, and kudos to him for doing that, because that's intent. That's something that requires focus, preparation, and you have to wake up every day with the intent of, this is going to be hard, but I'm going to do it. And he has, you know, and seeing Jesse get better in the outfield also is a big deal too. I mean, you know, there's been stretches where they both have carried us, and those are exactly the type of players you want on the big stage for All-Star games. So I can't wait for them to receive that honor.
Joey, I know it's a lot to get Nick out for the curtain call after his grand slam. He's kind of reluctant. What did it take for you, and what's philosophy on curtain calls?
Philosophy on curtain calls. Try to get as many as you can in your career, and get out there and do it as quickly as possible so the hitter can continue his at bat. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
How do you feel like the team's playing? You guys are one game under 500 and 8 games out right now.
That's not good enough. Not good enough. So we've got about a month to really show our. I mean, I know we've got 3, but it's really important over this next bit to really show that we're going to be a competitive team all the way to the very end. You know, we have to not start. We've got to get hot soon. So yeah, we've got to play good ball for sure.
Joey, if you're just looking at your numbers, the home run milestone this year and the RBI milestone, it puts you up there with Reds who are in the Hall of Fame, the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Do you ever allow yourself to think about that, what that might be like if that could happen for you, the National Baseball Hall of Fame?
I spend most of my time thinking about, I mean, whether I'm making the minimum or a big number salary-wise, I spend all my time thinking about, or most of my time thinking about, how can I be competitive as long as I have an opportunity to play. And so I would really like, you know, I've been very fortunate to see some clearly excellent players play well to the very end of their career. where they opted not to play anymore. I'm talking about Adrian Beltre. I'm talking about Torrey Hunter. I'm talking about David Ortiz. These are players that decided, Chipper Jones. I've had enough. Derek Jeter. That's good, and those are the players I admire the most, because I know that one day I won't be good enough to play baseball anymore. But as long as I have an opportunity to, I want to keep fighting. And I look up to those players, among others, and try to emulate that. And that's what gives me the greatest joy. And that is my current challenge. And I just want to be in the middle of the order, playing solid defense, playing every day, being competitive, and knowing that, or earning that, my manager, the coaching staff, the front office, my teammates have faith that I'm going to be a helpful teammate. So I want to do that till the very end, and I feel like I've been playing well, and I need to continue to get better, but I feel like I've been playing well and adjusting on the fly. So yeah.
Joey, what does Canada Day represent to you? And is there anything special you would do cleat-wise or anything for playing on a game on Canada Day?
Well, I've never done anything cleat-wise. It'd be different if I was on Canadian soil. What does it mean to me? Well, when I haven't been home for Canada Day since I was 18. So, it's been 20 years now, and Canada Day, it's a celebratory day up there, and I've missed a lot of them in a row. And what would I do? I spend time with family and barbecue and take in the fireworks and, and enjoy the best parts of life, right? Family and friends and togetherness. So that's pretty much that's what I would do for sure. So,
Joey, only 2 Canadians have reached quadruple digits in RBIs. What kind of influence has Larry Walker been to you, and what does it mean to be the only 2 Canadians to reach that level?
I'm going to say that, I know Larry well enough that I can say this, and I'll trust that he gets what I'm saying. It's been deeper into my career where I've been able to take in how great of a career he had. So in retrospect, I can appreciate his special career. But before, I didn't pay it any mind, truly. Not in a we were on completely different sides of the country, and it's hard to explain. I was mostly paying mind to the Reds greats and to the players that were on national television. And now, as I get older and I see some of his achievements, I can really appreciate it. But it's not really something I've kept track of until deep into my career, until I've gotten to know the man also. So I'm gonna go get loose, everyone. Thanks so much for your time.